If you don't know what a Sherpa is, man, a Sherpa is a guide that takes people up and down the mountains in the Himalayas. So when you hear these people say that they're climbing Mount Everest, right, and they're struggling, there's a Sherpa 3 feet behind them that's not even breaking a sweat. They run up and down those mountains like 20 times a month, right? And so while the white boys are at base camp letting their blood catch
like,
up, yeah.
If you die, we're not bringing you back.
We're not bringing you back, man. So yeah, so these people, they are renowned for their lung capacity. They are like the Tibetan people, man. Their H2O blood oxygen level is insane. It is next level, right? And
there was an article I read a couple weeks ago, so it's not real fresh in my memory, about it's almost like they're kind of rewriting the textbooks about evolution in that way, right? Like it happens a lot faster than they thought.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah.
These people in Tibet are evolving to live at these higher elevations, right? Like their bodies are already adapting.
Yeah, and so they're in those mountains all the time. They see these creatures all the time. They don't mess with them. They don't chase them. They have they actually have a reverence to them, a benevolence to them. But they'll be going up. So the Tibetan people, they to them, this is, oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure, right? So now there's also some cross reference that we're going to get into here that has to do with this Yeti from other cultures that get down into India as well, because if my geography is quite right, there's a crossing point between India, Tibetan, and China, and I think it's called this Mount Kailash or something like that, man. It's in my notes here, but anyway, so I think they all have a reverence to this mountain, this Mount Kailash, right? And also Shambhala.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's in my notes here too. It's way at the top though. Yeah. It's Mount.
Yeah, Kailash. Kalash. So anyways, a lot of people, if you speak to in Tibetan and the Buddhist, religious things, they will tell you that Kailash is the entrance to Shangri-La.
Okay.
And there's some weird stuff that goes on Kailash, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. There's some fidukery. I did my research on this, man, and I got to the point, man, where I could not completely throw it in the trash, man. And I'm going to tell you why, man. Mount Kailash is the Mount Shasta of that region.
Of that region, yeah.
I'm not going to lie, man. So, and also, too, so anyways, Mount Kailash is I'm going to tell you where it's at. Mount Kailash is located in the Tibetan Autonomous Region of China, right? Near Lake Saravor, man. We're gonna have a hard time, man. And Lake
yeah, we are.
Rakashtel, right? It's an impressive 6,638 meters, which is about 21,788 feet. And now here's where it gets weird. It's a big mountain.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to climb it. China won't let you climb it. None of the other people over there will let you climb it. And the reason why, and here is fiduciary reason number one. The Chinese in China, the government of China says that it has, wait for this, spiritual importance, and no one's allowed to climb it. Pause right here, ladies and gentlemen. The Chinese don't give a you-know-what about no religion, about no Buddhist, no Tibetan stuff whatsoever. There's no chill among those atheists over there, right? And the fact that they say you can't climb Mount Kailash because it has spiritual reverence lets you to believe that there's something more going on here, right? The Tibetan people...
Yeah, because they don't typically give a crap about that.
They don't care. The Tibetan people 100% believe it has great spiritual value. In fact, I think the people of India, they'll tell you that Shiva lives in that mountain, that's his mountain, right? And here's what happens. Yeah. So some people have skirted the rules and got on this mountain for a little while. And this is what has been reported on that mountain. Time loss, time warps, orbs, energy feelings, panic attacks, and UFOs. Right? So, so full stop right there. There is something going on Mount Kailash, and you can't go, and they won't let you get on it, right? If you ask me what it is, there's 100% one of these inside it, right? 100%. There was also a Tibetan legend that says that there was a king who built a 9-story crystal mountain inside that mountain.
Yeah.
Basically a pyramid. There's a pyramid inside of Mount Kailash that's generating some type of power or whatever, right? So.
Well, I mean, it says it right here, right? That's the whole point of the legend.
Yeah.
It's essentially it's where the Guardians live.
Yeah, the Guardians, right? And so the Guardians.
Right. Well, we've got yet another.
Jake, the Guardians. Where have we heard that before?
Of Watchers.
Oh, Watchers.
Another set of Watchers.
Watchers, exactly right. So also too, it's weird, Jay. Where have we heard Watchers and Bigfoots? Like almost like, oh, wait a minute, they came down and they made them, right? So yeah.
Let me take a look at my notes here because this inspired me to do a little bit of a cross reference.
We connect the dots on the channel, people.
Of different cultures and different legends that all kind of have like this idea of a mountain fortress.
Exactly.
Right. So we have the Aztec, who have the city called Tamawanchan, a hidden city of advanced wisdom, preserved ancient knowledge, a perfect societal structure, enlightened rulers, and will influence future world renewal.
Jay.
And then we also have the Celtics.
Yep. Get them, dog. Roll it.
The Greeks.
Yep.
And the Native Americans, which is weird because that's halfway across the world. The White Buffalo Woman prophecy of the Lakota.
Right.
A hidden sacred place where the keepers of wisdom will emerge to help humanity in the future. And preserve the sacred teachings. Right.
And they
very similar to the Chinese Kunlun Mountain closest, hidden paradise in the mountains. And then we can just, go from there. Right?
Yeah. So Jay, they all got the following things: hidden wisdom, advanced society, a mountain that you're not allowed to go on, Mount Olympus, Mount Kailash, Mount Shasta, all these other places down there inside of it. And they all have physical guardians out there that all resemble primates, bipedal, Yetis or Bigfoots, right? And this is the thing too. That I'm connecting the dots with, right? And I'm going to break this down real quick.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.